This is the 8th tutorial of learning chess, and it's titled 3 Ways of Losing in Chess. The first way is by CHECKMATE. I already in tutorial number 7, which is the previous one, I show what a checkmate looks like. But today we're gonna have another checkmate for this tutorial, and followed by the other 2 ways that exist in chess to lose a game. Checkmate is one. The other one is resignation. And the other one that we can lose a game is by time flag falling. Okay, this is the 3 ways that we can lose or win a chess game. And right now I'm gonna show the first way, which is the one I showed in tutorial number 7, the previous one. So we had this board arranged in this way. I had, or the white have a numerical advantage of exactly of 1 pawn. And the rest of the game is in equilibrium. He has a queen, he has a rook, or the black have a king, a queen, a rook, 3 pawns, and 1 knight. And the white have 4 pawns, 1 queen, the king, the knight, and 1 rook. The position, the advantage I have, or the advantage of the white pieces have, is not just advantage of a greater number of pieces, like I had one more pawn, but it's the positional advantage, the position of my pieces in the squares. So right now the black king is in a very dangerous position for checkmate. I have this queen in this line here in the 3G square, and it's attacking all this diagonal here, this black diagonal here, all the way down to the home of the king, the black pieces. And so I'm attacking not the king directly, but I'm attacking the AB square, similar to the tutorial before where I showed the checkmate. So it's attacking there. The black king is occupying the AC square, and the AD square is blank. Nobody's occupying it, and the black king is in the E position, and he has another gray piece. His rook is in the AG position, and the other piece is in the 6F position right here. So the king already moved. He made a move. When I moved my queen here to the 3G position, so he moved to the from AB to the AC position. So now it's my turn to move again. So I move my knight for. Right now I'm gonna show a checkmate, one of the 3 ways of losing a chess game. So I'm gonna show a quick checkmate here. So I move from 4-8 to the AB position, to the 6B position right here. So I'm checking the king. He has to move. I have made my move with my knight to this 6B position, and I directly, just remember I told you the knight's attack in L, so the square where you reach of the attack falls is in the AC position, which right now is occupied by the black king. So the king is in big trouble. He cannot go back to the AB square because that square has been attacked by my white queen, which is in the 3G position. So he's attacking that square. He cannot go back. He cannot come to the 7C position because likewise my queen is attacking that square. He cannot come to the 7D position because my knight is attacking that square as well. Remember I told you in L, it's attacking that 7D square. The only square that is free for the, and legal for the king to move, to the black king to move, is the AD, which is next to his lady, the queen. So the queen is on the king is in the AD square, and the queen is in the black king is the black queen is in the AE square next to the king. So he moved. Now it's my turn again to move. So my next move is a checkmate. So I move my queen from 3G to the AB position, and the king is being checked right now, but at the same time is checkmate because he cannot come. Remember I told you kings only can move one square forward, back, sideways, and in diagonal, one square at a time. Kings cannot move to a square that is being occupied by one of his own pieces. Be the pieces white or black, they cannot occupy. If the it's a white piece is next to the black king, he can take that piece in case that piece is not protected by a white piece, so he can move there. But right now, left for the black king is his queen. He cannot move there. So the only one square that he could move is the other three is four square that he can move. They're all attacked by my white pieces. Cannot come back to AC. Cannot go here to the 7C because the queen is attacking these two square. He cannot come to the 7D because it's my white knight is attacking the 7D position, and he cannot come to the 7E because my white rook, which is in the 1E right here in the 1E square, is directly attacking that particular column in which the king could move. So he cannot go there. So this is a classic checkmate. Now, the game is over at this point. The black piece is lost. The player with the black piece is lost the game, and the white piece is won. So, but I'm gonna have another variance for the king to play. So I'm gonna bring back it's another way that some players will choose a different route, the route that the black pieces chose to be checkmate. So I'm gonna bring my I'm gonna bring here my queen, which is the white queen, which is in the 8B position, but I checkmate the black king. So I'm gonna bring it back to the original position at 3G right here. So it's in that position, and I'm gonna bring the I'm gonna bring the knight. I'm gonna bring the black king back to AC where he was before. I'm gonna bring my black knight to the 4A position. So we're gonna give the restructure the this final here. So it's gonna be a restructuring, gonna be a different move. So we're gonna let the blacks move. It's my turn to move, but to restructure the final here, I'm gonna consider the black pieces that had the next move, not the white ones. So I'm gonna let the white knight, which is in I'm sorry, the black knight, which is in the 6th F position. The black player is gonna move his black knight in the 6th F position to this position here, which is the 4E square. And now what he's trying to here is delay tactics. This game is whatever route it takes from now on, the white pieces will win at the end. It's just more move that has to be made to get the same result. But the black pieces are doomed. The final will be the end result will be the same. So he brought his knight here to attack my queen, and at the same time he's blocking my. You see my rook here? It's directly attacking his queen. So he has either to move his queen or to interpose this knight in this column. So his queen is protected right now. So if I fall asleep, I don't move my queen here in the 3G, that knight can take it. So he takes my queen, and I lose a piece because if I take his queen, he take his queen with my rook here. He come with his rook in the AG position and take this one here. So he play right there. So I ignore this attack. A player can ignore the danger if he has a better move to make. So I had the momentum right now in my attack to the black king. So I do the move that I made before in the other checkmate, in the previous checkmate that I have just a moment ago. So I'm gonna move from the 4A to the 6B position, check to the king. The black king is being checked now, like it was before when I did the checkmate. So likewise, the king right now can not move to this square because it's attacked by my queen. The cannot go back to the AB position where he was before, and he cannot come to the 7D because it's attacked by my knight, and he cannot come to the 7C because it's attacked my queen. So like before, he only had an option of going to AD. So right now I can move my queen and from the right here from the 3G position and go all the way down to the AB square, and the black king is already in check. So he has to move, and the only square that he has free to move right now is the 7E. In this column, in this square located in the 7E column. So he has to move. So he moved to 7. It's the only choice. So he cannot delay anything, do any maneuver or anything like that. So he moved from 8D to 7E. So now that knight that he had placed here, from 7F to 4E is free. I can take it and check the king again. So I can take that piece. So that piece is free. It's not an exchange of pieces because I'm taking his black knight and he cannot take my rook. So it's a free piece that I gain, black piece I gain. So he's now in bigger trouble than before. Because now he has to move the king. The king has to be moved, and my rook can take his queen. And this game is, for all tactical and for all positional purposes, in this game, the end result will be the black piece is losing the game. So because it lost great number of big pieces, and so he has to move right now. So likewise, he cannot go back. He cannot go to 7D. He cannot come to 6D because my queen is attacking 6D position. Also, my pawn in the 5C is attacking that square there, so he cannot go there. He cannot go to 6D because it's being attacked, checked by my rook. So the choices that he has right now in this particular moment is come 6F. He cannot go to AF to hide there in that square, which is the home position for the black pieces in the AF. He cannot go there because I take his queen. I take his queen with my queen, and my queen is being protected by my rook, so he cannot take my queen. This is he has no place to go right now, and this is checkmate. So it's another way of doing the checkmate right there. So the only square that he can come and this particular moment is 6F right here. And that's the only free square that the king has. And likewise, it's an extension of the mate because now I take my I can if I want to, I can take his queen with my rook. His rook will take my rook, and with my queen I will take his rook. So I end up having two big pieces, the black and the queen. The white knight and the white queen, and he's in big trouble now. It's almost the mate is just a couple move away. Remember, I told you that there are three ways on this particular tutorial is to show you the three ways that we can lose or win a chess match or chess game. One is by checkmate, like the checkmate I showed you before. Another way is this way here, the longest way, in which the checkmate is to move away, so it will be to move away. So when a player is in a match, in a game, and he's this way in disadvantage, instead of waiting for the end result that will be checkmate, right? The end result of the game will be checkmate. That checkmate will happen just 3-4 moves away. That will be the final. The end of the game will be a checkmate. So when one player realizes that he's in inferior position and down in the pieces than the other player, and the checkmate is imminent, will come pretty soon. what they what is allowed in Czech to do is resignation. Resignation is a way of saving face. It's a way of not suffering the humiliation of being checkmate by the opponent. So when one player, usually the player that is skilled, these the amateur, the beginners in chess, usually they go to the end. They hope that a miracle take place. So they go to the end and they suffer the checkmate. But experienced players that they check all the position of their pieces and the opponent position of their pieces in the board, and they calculate 5, 6, 7, 8 move ahead what's gonna change, because chess is a game of variance. The pieces are variance. They are changing position. They vary. They are vary. So they are changing position. So the position that a particular game has in a given moment will change. So there will be a variant in the position of the pieces. So experienced players, they know what is going to happen when all the possibilities that one player, the opponent has, move, and when they move in response to the attack of the opponent, they calculate what the end result is going to be. So they decide to use the resource that exists in chess, or resigning. So it's called resignation. And this black king here can resign, and there is a talking when we resign. We not just we say I resign. Like if I'm losing, I'm using the black piece, I can say I resign, and that tells the other player that the game is over. That I didn't wait for a checkmate, but I resign in this particular moment. And the finalizer of the resignation is when we pick up the king and turn it like this and put it right there, just falling on the ground, falling in the square, falling in the board. So that's a final talking that we resign. We say first I resign, and then we move the king and put it in that position, which is the horizontal position, which is the falling position that the king had been attacked by the other army. They had wounded him, and he just fall to the ground, and the game is at this point over. It's equal to if we have a checkmate there. All right, so we had these two ways of losing a chess game: by checkmate, I showed you before, now by resignation right here. The other great way that we can lose a game, and that this is only happen when, remember I told you in one of the tutorials that a chess game, usually when it's a friendly game with our buddies, our brothers or sisters or whatever, that they we don't use a time clock. It's a device that we use in that we can use in chess. It's called time clock, and it looks like this thing here. The time clock has two dials, like a regular. The dial is like a regular clock that you might have hanging from the wall of your home, or like a dial that you might have in your watch and your wrist. Okay, it has the hours of the day right there printed, and it has the two spindles, the one for the hour, the short one, and the one for the minutes, the long one. And it also has this little dial, this little flag or appendix here, and it's called flag in time clock. It's called the flag of the time clock. So I was before, as I showed before, I was in this attacking mood here. I was in this position here, and I attacked the black king. So he has to move right now. But the chess game, as said, sometimes the professional chess game in which is always use a time clock, like this one here with two dials and the spindles and the little flags. The little flags are not present in regular watches that we wear in our wrist or in clocks that we hang from the wall. It's just a unique feature of time clocks in chess. So they have this little flag. And what they do is we set the game, let's say, at 2 hours. So each player has 2 hours to make all his move in the board, and the other player has 2 hours to move all the pieces in his chessboard. So when one player uses his 2 hours and the other one has like an hour and 45 minutes or an hour and 50 minutes or an hour and 59 minutes, but one player uses up all his 2 available hours to complete a chess game, his flag will fall. If he completes the 2 hours time, his flag will fall exactly when the 2 hours are completed. And as you see here, this little flag, it has a hinge right here, so he's hanging vertically. So usually in standby it's like here, no, it's still like a horizontal position. But when one player uses the 2 hours, his flag, or 3 hours, whatever the time has been set for that particular game, when his flag falls, it falls vertically like this right now. And when that happens, this is my side of the time clock. Okay, this is my flag that has fallen. This is my dial. This is my time, controlling my time, and this is his dial here. This is his time clock for the black pieces. So his black pieces have plenty time. They were supposed to use 2 hours. They only have right here. You can see it's like 1 hour and 45 minutes or whatever. So the white pieces have used more time. They used 2 hours already. That means that the white player thought every single move more than the black player. The black player usually responded to the move for the white player pieces faster. So he has used less time. That's why he had like 15 minutes left. Meanwhile, the player with the white pieces, has used all his time. So he took more time thinking about the response that he was going to give to all the moves that the black player used. So therefore, because he used the 2 hours available, his little flag here fell. The little spindle here in blue color fell. And as I showed before, this is that the white pieces will win the game if no time is in the equation. In two move, it will right now it has to move, and it has to move here to the 7D like I showed you before, and then he will be made. Another way that I can make this is by moving now my king from 3G to 3D. So it's check. Right now is check. So he had to come here to this square. So the end result will be the same, regardless the variance that I use to move my pieces. It will be checkmate. So if we continue the game, the black pieces are doomed. But in this instant, when I make that move and check him with my knight, my little flag fell. So my time is over. So I lost the time. I lost the game because my time is up. I don't have more. I don't have any more time available. So the black pieces that were doomed, they were just a few moves away from losing the game. Right now they're resurrected. They won the game because of timing. Because the timing is against my white pieces, against me as a player, and my clock just fell there. And this is the end result of this game. Even when I am just on the verge of checkmating the black king, my time is over. I don't have more time, so my little flag fell here, as I said before, and I lost the game. Even when I was just 2 steps away from winning it. Even when I play better than he make me better move, and it doesn't matter. My time, I took more time thinking about the move of my pieces. I used more time gaining this position that I have here, and therefore my flag failed and I lost the game. One thing here about the time clocks is they had these buttons on the, you see here, these like green buttons. They're not usually green. I just make this, but they had these buttons. So when I make a move, when I'm playing a game and make a move, before I make a move, my time is running. Okay, the player has made his move, and then it's my turn to move. So when the black player makes his move, his clock is stopped. It's not moving. The dial, the time is not running in him. The time starts running in me, and now it's my time to make a move. So when I make my move, I push this button here, boom, and immediately I stop my time from running. So now his time is activated, and so he has to think and make a move. But the time is running on him because I push my button here and ended up the running of my time in my side of the time clock, and now in the side is the time is running. So this is what the time clock it looks like, and there are different kinds of them. So I show you these two ways. So we lose the time by we lose it with checkmate. We lose by resignation and resign when we see that everything is over. Dark clouds hover over us, and we're gonna lose the game. So we decide to resign. One player decided to resign his game, and the other one is by time falling. Okay. It doesn't matter if one player is in better position. It doesn't matter if one player is one move away from checkmating the opponent king. If his flag fell first, he loses the game in that particular moment. It sounds like unjust, but those are the rules that are put in, especially in championship, no? When the expert players are playing championship, are playing in a tournament, so this rule applies. And that's the way it goes. And they had like referees checking the game that everything is done according to the rules. In a regular chess game, when you're playing with your buddy, you're playing your friends, you're playing with your schoolmates, whatever, that doesn't apply. They don't use time clocks. And if they use time clock, then the rules apply when the time falls. But in most game, more friendly game, time clocks are not used. Time clocks are used in the next one of the next tutorial, not the next one. The next tutorial will be about draws. How can we play a chess game and no player wins? It's a draw, which is a tie. So the next tutorial will be explaining the different positions in which this takes place. But in in another tutorial, I'm gonna have is gonna be about speeches. What is a speeches? So this is all I have for you right now in this tutorial. I hope that you understand everything that I explain here, and be well. I'll talk to you next time. Okay. Okay. Bye bye.